after last year, there was no doubt. There's one thing this fall that I want to make sure happened, and that was the fact that Jason goes to Iowa, picks where he wants to hunt, and comes home with a bucking truck. Because last year, that dude fought with everything in him to kill a big deer on our lease in Iowa, and he flat out had to take the biggest dose of humble pie I have ever seen anybody take, well, other than Chris Ward. And I mean, he gave it everything he had, and he had to eat that tag. And there was one deer in particular by the name of Black Widow, and it was that deer or nothing, unless some other random big deer showed up. But I promise you, he was gonna give it everything we got, and we were gonna make sure that he left with a big deer this year.
I'm gonna say a couple of things at the beginning of this episode that I want you to remember in the end. We are very, very passionate about deer hunting, and that's one. And the second thing is, one of the reasons we love doing this is the people that we've got to meet over the last few years that have become like family to us. You know, we love going and we love hanging out with them. So that's a second thing that makes this truly important to us.
Iowa is a special place. I've not hunted Iowa in a few years, but I can't wait till the chance that I get to go back. I'm jealous every year when those guys get to go out there.
I'm going to take this story back to December of 2016. We were in Iowa on our lease, shotgun season, and Eric killed first evening a giant, a deer we call Boontown 10. I mean, a true typical net boon.
Oh, that is a freaking giant. Oh my gosh, what a deer. And he walked up here and gave us a 50-yard shot. I've been coming to Midwest for 14 years. This is my first net typical boon.
So I'm not having a lot of luck. The second or third afternoon, I see a world-class 8-pointer, probably a 160, 65-inch 8-pointer, we think. And I literally say, okay, am I gonna go after a world-class deer and possibly eat a tag, or am I gonna just go try to kill a deer? And I chose option A, and I went after the world-class 8-pointer, and he absolutely ate my lunch. And I ate a big piece of humble pie, and I went home with a tag.
It was all worth it, and I consider it a win at the end of the day. I didn't kill a deer, but I am very thankful and blessed to be able to do what we do.
So let's fast forward to 2017. Summer's here. It's time for us to do all of our prep work. You know, we've got our mineral sights out. We've put the monster mill out. We've got cameras running. We know what deer are on our farm. That's one thing that I can say, and I'm confident about. There's a specific deer that I'm after. I've dreamed about him all year. We picked up his sheds last year. We named him Black Widow. He's the 8-pointer I went after. That's the deer I want to set my sights on. First morning in Iowa, Eric and I came out 2 days early. We're just trying to get out here, get stands hung, get everything going, check cameras. We're literally just riding around this morning trying to find some of our deer and see if we can see what they're doing. A bunch of does right here in this hole right across from us. We have arrived in camp. It is second shotgun December, and the deer I want to kill, we literally have 3 pictures of him. We have a picture of him in velvet, we have a picture in November, and we have a picture of him the 1st of December. And I have no clue where this deer is at. He is as far gone or lost or dead as any deer I've ever seen.
What is this fine establishment here we have?
What's this fine establishment? It's a fine establishment that if you don't like it, you don't have to shoot off of it, you can freehand. We use our scent crusher totes for everything. It's not just for killing your odor. No, we're in Iowa. Second shotgun opens tomorrow. Eric, myself, Jeff, Keegan, Chase, just probably one of the funnest trips that we have all year long, just getting together with all our friends and everything. But just making sure everything's ready to go, shoot our guns, make sure nothing got bumped on the way out. So that's what I like to see.
Yeah, that's money right there.
1,100 miles from home. I'm happy with that. Make sure you subscribe and like the page. On top of that, make sure you click the little notification bell. That way you'll be one of the first ones to know when a new video drops. We've got a giant 8-pointer that I'm trying to decide, do I want to hunt him or do I want to do the same thing I did last year and hunt one specific deer and possibly eat a tag? I go to the hole where I think both deer are at. The big 8-pointer or Black Widow, either one of them can show up.
Two deer specifically in this hole, looking for a big 8 that we call lean-to. We're looking for Black Widow, big 10 on the drop down.
The big 8-pointer steps out, he's 200 yards.
Lean-to, he's right here, like 250, 275 yards. If he'll get within 200, I'm gonna shoot at him. That's dingy coyote right here on the hill, just going crazy, so. One deer already ran out of the field. He's just literally standing right there, just on the other side of a tree line. I just need him to come this way.
The big 8-pointer steps out, the entire field is full of deer, and all of a sudden the coyote in the ditch in front of us starts howling and clears the field. Every deer runs except for the giant 8.
You on him. Have him on him. You're gonna have to like get it level. I get the camera. I can't get it the other way. You can't pull it close to you.
I have no clue why this deer stopped and stood where he stood, but it was the last chance that I had to take a shot. The deer's at 200 yards, he stops. Every other deer's gone except for this deer. So when I squeeze the trigger, all I see is smoke. He takes off running. I can't tell if I've hit him, if I haven't. I told Keegan, I said, come on. We reload the gun, we jump out. We've got to get over the knoll to see if we can see him. Maybe he's standing there, maybe he's not.
I don't know if I hit him. We need to get out before it gets dark and go over there and look. And just see.
And 200 yards is a long ways with a muzzleloader, but the Traditions is fully capable. And I had it rock solid on my rest, and when I squeezed the trigger, I actually thought I hit the deer. But come to find out, I had missed.
You know, Jason shoots, deer takes off, he misses, and they do exactly what any hunter would do. That is, you reload, and if you think you can get on that deer, you better get on him because you may never see him again. This is an absolute stud of an 8-pointer, and they get in position again.
We get over the knoll and end up seeing the deer again. I get another shot. And guess what? I miss again. The monkey is apparently off of Eric's back and it's on mine. I don't like it, but it's here.
Shoots again, and he misses. This time it was a little over 200 yards. I don't know what to tell you. I mean, unfortunately, maybe some of that monkey has just washed off onto Jason, but that is not normal for Jason with a firearm in his hands.
What kind of a crazy world am I living in? Eric's missing deer in Kansas, Jason's missing deer in Iowa, and I'm actually hitting the deer that I'm shooting at. It's a good day for Ward.
I'm not taking that camera over here if you don't want to take it.
For all of you that do not eat your green veggies, this is the secret to making every green veggie taste amazing. Bacon. barbecue just caramelize on there a little bit. Not too much heat, just let it caramelize. Perfected. Us Iowa boys know a little bit about pork chops. I'll tell you what, I would have loved to have actually killed some deer myself, but I'm too busy taking care of like Hale, Bowers, James, like, I gotta take care of everybody in camp. Cook for them, clean for them. No time to kill deer myself. If you cannot have a good time in this camp, regardless of whether deer hit the ground or not, you better check your heartbeat. I mean, we just have a good time, we eat well, our sodium intake is through the roof, and just good guys in camp. This year we added open season. They came into camp with us. Of course, we look forward to hosting Red Rising every year and just have a blast. So pretty soon those pork chops are gonna be done and we're gonna be filling our bellies. Bacon, more bacon, money.
We only hunt in the afternoons. We like to ride around and scout in the morning. So Keegan and I go out one morning and we're riding and we've got the spot and scope, and guess who we see? We see the giant 8-pointer.
The big 8 that I missed the other night's right here in the cornfield. I'm trying to decide whether to try to stalk him or just let him go in there and go to bed and come after him this afternoon. But he's literally right there. I mean, that's that is his home. He ain't going nowhere. So that makes me feel good to know that he's back in there. And I mean, it's an hour after daylight this morning. So I don't know whether we should try to stalk him or just let him be and just kind of, I don't know.
We watched the 8-pointer from the road. We literally know exactly what ditch he went in, which is just west of our blind.
We need you to support us, guys. So go over, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. And every time we post something, you're gonna get that little bell going off and you're gonna know instantly that you can go over and watch it and catch what's going on.
We're trying to slip in here super, super quiet. This is the best day that we've had. So we watched the big 8 that we want to kill this morning. And he's literally in that ditch 250, 300 yards from our blind. So we're just gonna try to slip in super, super quiet and see if we can make something happen.
We're in the blind. We know where the 8-pointer is. We seen him this morning. We watched him go in the ditch to go to bed. So we get in the blind and we set everything up facing west, literally waiting on one specific deer.
Tonight's the night. I feel it. I need him to do what he did the other night. I need him in this field, in this corner. If I can get him in this corner, I feel comfortable that we can get him shot. But
We're sitting in the blind, everything we have, camera, gun, everything is facing one direction. I look out the window and who's standing 50 yards from the blind? The one deer that I dreamed about all year, Black Widow.
do you see him yet? He dropped off in like a little.
It was nothing but chaos. I'm trying to get the gun moved. Keegan's trying to get the camera, the tripod. We're trying to get everything moved and get on Black Widow before he takes off.
Black Widow, Black Widow.
I get the gun out the window. There's a little buck with him. He's standing directly in front of him. I have to wait for that buck to move before I can shoot. The little buck sees us moving in the blind and takes off. I hear Keegan say, "I'm on him." And when he said, "I'm on him," I started to squeeze and I'm almost through the trigger pull and the deer takes off running, and instantly I turned into a hunter, which I'm a hunter before I was a filmer, and I turned into a hunter and I finished the trigger pull and we didn't get the shot on film.
Now, a lot of people are gonna say, well, you know, you didn't have it on film. Well, should you shot, you know, that deer, I mean, he was kind of trotting there. Here's my take on it. It's a 50-yard shot. You know, you can't judge anybody for what they're gonna do, but I can tell you this, he just went into pure kill mode. Had nothing to do with anything else other than he was a hunter. He was fully capable of making that shot. It was 50 yards.
2 steps, and I got him to stop. I'm sorry, dude. I'm really sorry, Keegan. He's still down there. No, it wasn't cold.
So at this point, I am disgusted with myself. I just shot at a deer after it took a few steps and started to run, and I don't know that I've ever done anything that dumb in the deer woods. I'm mad, one, because I've got Keegan with me filming and I didn't set a good example for him, but two, I may have missed a giant whitetail. The deer runs about 100 yards and stops. At this point, we can tell the deer is seriously injured.
As this deer's walking off, it is very clear to see that he has been hit. He is wounded, he's hurt. You can tell by the way he's posturing. I've seen him do it before. That deer's literally walking off to go find some place and lay down and be done.
Don't know a lot about the hit. I want to get back and watch the footage on a big screen.
All right, let me see after the shot how he's acting.
Right here, dude. I think that's the hole.
Dude, look at him hunched up. I mean, there's 100% that's the hole. I mean, you're low and back, but I mean, look at him. He's hurting like he's hurting bad. Oh yeah, that's it right there. Watch. Good. No, stop. Look at the hole right there. Oh, stop. Right there's your hole. That is literally your bullet hole.
You're one rib back. That's the back rib, and you're just behind the back rib.
There was a lot of chaos in that blind, and thanks, buddy.
But as we always say, the smart thing to do is literally, he's going to be just as dead tonight as he will be tomorrow morning. He's going to go over there in the ditch, go get him in the morning. It's going to be what, like down in the 20s tonight? So everything will be good.
This is actually the deer that I wanted to kill last year, and I went all in on him, and I said it was him or nothing, and I went on with the tag. And it's not tasted good for a solid year. And we've got 3 pictures of this deer all year long. One in velvet, and a couple during the rut. But I never dreamed of seeing him tonight, and literally just, it was like he appeared.
He blew up too. He's gonna make those sheds look little when you get.
And I mean, what can I say? The shot was back. It was low, but yeah, it was a killing shot.
It was awesome to get it done. We've been trying to do it for 3 years and finally got it done. I hope. We gotta get our hands on him.
You gonna sleep good tonight?
Nope.
Go ahead and subscribe to our channel, like it. You're gonna get that little notification bell. It's gonna go off, let you know when something new hits. Follow, subscribe. Happy hunting this fall. We love everybody. Thank you again.
It's the next day. So we go back to where we last seen the deer.
So how'd you sleep last night?
I think you know the answer to that.
Crap. And we find some blood. So we start tracking. I'm literally all 2 pieces. I kind of just start wandering off in my own little direction. And Eric and Jeff, they go one way.
There's no better opportunity than when you get to go fondle your buddy's deer before he gets over to it. This is Black Widow. He's an icon on the farm. And old Jason is gonna be tickled. Yeah.
And I'm literally just walking around. At this point, I mean, I am so, my emotions, my feelings, everything is all over the place. I don't know whether I'm coming or going.
He's so distraught. You can't blame him, man. This is a giant deer. But he's gone a mile in the wrong direction.
Everybody comes back. We've got James from Open Season TV. He's there hunting. Chase from Rubline's there. Jeff's there. Eric's there. I mean, Keegan, everybody's there. And Jeff and Eric had already found the deer. I didn't know this, but they had already found the deer. And when we come walking up on the deer, I don't think I've ever been as emotional over a deer as I was this one.
You all right, man? No.
The theme this year was finish the game. Jason missed a world-class 8-pointer not once but twice. He comes back to the blind, makes a very difficult shot. The shot is back, he's slow. He didn't give up, he didn't quit. He finished the game. He's got a world-class deer. He's got a Boone and Crockett whitetail laying on the ground.
Unreal.
Yeah, I mean, he's gorgeous. Hey, you ain't taxied last year, son, but you did this year.
I've never teared up for a dang deer. And this is the deer I wanted to kill last year. And I eat a tag because I went after him and nothing else. Never dreamed of seeing him this year. And I mean, he's a giant, but I've said it for years. This is my favorite hunt. This is what it's about, but it's not. This is what it's about. All these guys are like family, man. That's why Eric and I are so passionate about this. Chris too. I mean, it's just, you hunt so hard, you work so hard. We're 1,200 miles from home. We got a matched set of sheds from this deer from last year. And it's just, these friends, they're like family. I mean, you can't do it without them. God almighty, dude.
Heck, you getting me all emotional. Kudos to you, my brother. I'm sure that won't be the last time I film you. Recover a giant whitetail and keep doing what you're doing. Don't ever question it. Just go with your gut and you'll always win. That's a giant. And the cool
I've
thing,
never teared up over a deer.
the one thing he has said since last year when we shed hunting is all he's talked about is black widow, black widow, black widow. I just like to try for black widow.
I've said it for years, this is my favorite hunt of the year. And we're blessed. We have some giant whitetails to hunt, but I said it a minute ago. I mean, it's these guys that are like friends. I mean, heck, I've even got Eric Cash, he's from home. He's been out here hunting with the outfitter, and he's here, he gets to see it. And I mean, it's just, these people are family to me, because in this world, I mean, you can have a lot of things. You can have money, you can have big deer, you can have everything, but without friends, what do you have?
It's another great hunt. It's another great deer on the ground, and I'm proud of Jason. Good job, brother.
To be able to recover the deer and share it with friends who are now like family, I mean, that's what made it so special.